It's very easy for people to underestimate the power of going no contact when they're trying to distance themselves from a toxic person. A lot of times people think that going no contact is about punishing the other person or about playing games. But what they really fail to realize is that it's really about taking your power back and it's about healing. Because a lot of times, if you've been with somebody who's very toxic, like a narcissist, and maybe they pushed you away or gave you a prolonged silent treatment or discarded you, if they know that they're having the impact on you that they intend, if they know that they're making you miserable, if they know that they're making you needy, all of that empowers them. But that empowerment can only last for a limited time, where if you don't reach out, if they don't hear from you, all of a sudden the script has changed and things are not working out as they had planned. And a lot of times, toxic people, when they push you away, when they discard you, in the back of their minds, they often think that they don't care about having you in their life anymore. But with time and space, all of a sudden they realize there's something missing. And that thing that's missing that you provided, it's not that easy to replace. So taking your power back. When you stay no contact, and when you no longer care about the person, and you've decided that they're not going to be a part of your life anymore, the other person loses their power because you're not playing into the script that they expected. You're not validating them. You're not proving to them that they're better than you. Quite the contrary, you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on the things that are important to you, and you're no longer spilling your energy towards the person who probably robbed you of way too much energy before when you were with them. It wasn't worth your while, and the fact that they pushed you away was nothing more or less than a blessing in disguise. And although maybe you wouldn't have chosen it at the time, when you start regaining your composure, your energy, and your focus, and you become centered again, all of a sudden you're on this new platform to just live your own life your own way. You're back in your skin, you're back in your own head, and you're no longer disempowered by the person who was stealing your energy for such a long time. So, going no contact and staying no contact, it's exactly what you need to heal. It's exactly what you need to take your power back. And it opens up new doors to new opportunities of things you can focus upon, where your energy and focus actually give you some kind of positive feedback. And the person who's on the losing end, the person who's no longer getting your energy, the person who maybe expected to see you being weak, the person who expected you to chase, you to give your power to them, it's in very few cases that those other people don't start to tremendously miss what you provided. It's in tremendously few cases where they don't struggle to exist without your supply, without them being your priority, because you fueled them, you supplied them. They found meaning through your attention. And if you were somebody who provided something meaningful to them, it's not that easy to replace. And even if they're getting distracted temporarily from something else, or even if they're getting distracted temporarily by, it can be a person, it can be an activity, because these people, like narcissists, are so empty, they can never really fill the void that's missing if you stay away. If you stay away and you stay well, and you just, you're back in your own self again. A lot of them feel like it's almost like they're threatened in a way because they don't have access to something that used to make them feel good. So going no contact, yes, it disempowers the other person. it very oftentimes makes the other person want to get you back into their life. But if you entertain that, if you accept that, then once again you're losing your power. Then once again you're spilling your energy to somebody else to fuel and sustain them. And then all of a sudden you feel exhausted, you feel drained. And hopefully, if you've been through that process once or twice, you've seen the correlations and realize that it's not in your interest to entertain them again. It's not in your interest to open up those energy channels for someone who's just going to use you and try to take you down further next time. Because the way the other person sees it is, if you manage to stay away from them, if you manage to be okay, then they didn't break you down hard enough. And that's why they must bring you back into their presence, into their vicinity, because they have to think of a way to take you down even further next time. So far that you can't make it without them. You can't make it with them or without them. Narcissists like putting you in lose-lose situations. Anytime you have a win for yourself, they feel like somehow they're losing. And they don't like that feeling. So remember that. Anytime you have a clear win for yourself, they're not happy. And chances are they probably notice it, even if you're not hearing from them for the time being. Thanks for watching.